Yep.
Okay, and we can do what do you think, the talking heads, or just eventually just produce it and get rid of the talking heads and stick with the screen when we're ready, right?
Everyone will have to turn off, make sure their cameras are turned off.
No, but you can do it. I mean, you can just manually just minimize the talking heads.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because right now you want it on gallery view, the like the Brady Bunch, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. We should maybe what we should do for timestamps is rig a camera that's a timestamp, like in the podcast studio, so that you could just tag it and you'd have a timestamp. And then when you hit your record, we'd be able to go right into it. Right? So if you're sitting there and you just hit now, it will record the timestamp, and then you'll have it also visible on the video. Anyway.
Hold up a piece of paper with a timestamp. Do it in the old days.
Yeah. So Malika, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So what I usually do on these is, well, who's ever first in the room, ask if you've got something going on or if you're here for the general knowledge. So, I don't know that I've read your emails or something. I don't know people yet. So what's going on?
No, I don't have anything going on. I'm just here for the general.
Okay. So you in 575 or?
Yeah, 575. And I just figured I'd jump on because doing the wiki was like super confusing at
first. Do you want to show me what you did?
I did the Hello World.
You know how to share your screen?
Yeah, hold on.
So go ahead and share it. And so then you drive. Windows 10, huh?
Yeah. So
What kind of machine is it?
What was that?
What kind of machine?
It's a Lenovo. I don't know.
It's a laptop.
I just tried it for the first time, and I don't know if I really like it. I'd like Windows 10 though.
So what have you been using before? What do you use at work?
A Dell. I'm not sure if the
like a desktop, model. Right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's a laptop. Well, I have both laptop and desktop. Like we get both, and they like share the screen.
Yeah, I see.
If that makes sense.
Yep. What do you do anyway?
I work at MediaCom in the corporate office in Chester. Well, it's in Blooming Grove.
In where?
MediaCom. It's a cable company. They don't have any like services in New York, but they have their corporate office here.
I see. So what do you do exactly?
Well, I'm an administrator in the training department, and we pretty much do all the e-learning stuff.
Okay, cool. Great. So anyway, well, welcome to Design Right Studio.
Thank you.
So I'm just looking at your tabs to see what you got going. So what your Chrome,
it took me a while to figure out what I was doing.
Oh yeah, but that's right. You did it though, right?
Yeah.
So where'd you get hung up? Do you want to try it again? Why don't you let's try it again.
Well, I didn't get hung up after I watched the video. Like when I was trying to follow the instructions by myself.
Yeah, but do you want to? Let's try to do that. So go to Design Right Studio.
The what?
You're just the basic the page, the class page.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is the studio that you're looking at.
Yeah.
And hit home. So now I get to test it. So all the things I'll see with the stuff that I built works. Click on the home button there. Yeah. Okay. Did you see what's new?
No. See, this is what kind of confused me. There's like so much stuff.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. You're lost in hyperspace already. So so do me a favor and refresh this.
Okay.
And who just came in? Let's see. Who's that? Hello. So somebody just showed up. Who was that? We're not hearing you if you're out there, but yeah. So anyway, So you refresh this, and yeah, so, okay, so there's like so much stuff here, right?
Yeah, it was kind of confusing.
Yeah, so what's interesting about it, and I know it's intense, but it's hypertext. There's a lot to do, and so you're a reader here.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you sort of pay attention to what's there, then you start thinking about like what's the functionality and all the different things, you know. So I show you lots of different things that can happen, and then we're going to start building these things, right? So it's I don't know. So the class is written and delivered in the same medium that we're writing in. So.
Okay.
So do you think, so anytime you have suggestions for like how to make this better, you know, just say it in the group. So I think all the links are blue. So did you see what's new? Click on what's new.
And where's that?
So when you open here, what's your
Oh,
eye drawn to?
What was that?
When you open this, what's your eye drawn to? Where does your eye go first?
This stuff?
That you start there, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll stick what's new right in there. I'll stick what's new in the contents. Anyway, so did you see what happened when you clicked what's new?
Yeah, it drops down.
Yeah, so that's like functionality. You click and text appears, right? And do you see the next set of instructions? Are those clear?
Yeah, like the dates, and what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you see where it says click on the double chevron to see what's new in a specific tiddler?
Mm-hmm.
So there they are. Yeah, they're a little subtle. So click on that, and so that reveals something about what's new on Tuesday, January 23rd. So it's like a way that I'm communicating, right?
Okay.
And then see what's new on what's new, like showing what's new. It's like, oh, it's easy to see. I'm just describing a feature.
Okay.
And then see what's new in 101. I added links to submissions. You know, and you don't have to read that, but then I sort of every once in a while I'll go and add things to what's new and take things away. So, so let's see if you can do that exercise. So do you know how to get to the workshops?
This.
Yeah. Do you see so you can do that. And did you see the twisty to the left of the workshops in the menu bar on this content screen?
This?
Yeah, there's a twisty, right. So you can open it there as well.
Okay.
And those are in an order, okay? And we'll talk about how you get those things listed that way. And that's sort of what we're going to start working on. So all these things that you see, you'll soon know how to do. So, but it is a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So and then it all comes at you. So what we do this today and tomorrow and stuff is just get your first wiki built, which you did.
Okay.
So that was cool. So you want to see if we can follow the instructions, and we'll do it again, because once you do something once, if you do it again, it's like, oh, okay, and then again. And that's just a regular task of like creating a new wiki in TiddlySpot.
Yeah.
We'll do a bunch of them. So let's try that. Let's do that workshop. Yeah. And now I screwed up here. Right? So all this stuff below, there's no images. So I kind of fudged this in class. Just click that. Yeah, just click that. And so what you're doing, it actually launches a different wiki. And so you can follow that now. You're on Windows. Did you ever divide your screen in half?
Yeah. The only thing is I couldn't figure out how to get it divided with like a new tab. Like,
okay, yeah. So we'll just run through it. So go to TiddlyWiki 5 on TiddlySpot, because you really don't need my instructions. Just click that, and I'll just walk you through it. And so let's make my third wiki, or my second wiki, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and enter that in it. Now, do you have a clipboard buffer?
No.
Okay, yeah, you should get one. So anyway, so you can select that right there. And now change it at the end. Just change the last part of it. So you can click in there and maybe go to the end of it with like control right arrow if you click on the site ID.
Let me change it.
Yeah, you can't click in there?
No. Oh, no.
There you go. There you go. control right arrow or just arrow over, and you can just add a number to it or something like that, and we can get a naming scheme going.
Also, my first wiki too.
Yeah, or you can just call it, whatever, too. You can call it whatever you want. So whatever's easiest for you. Yeah. And then I think you have to re-enter the password. And what I suggest you do is copy the name of your site ID up there. So I think you triple click in it, click, click, click. Yeah, and copy that. And if you had a clipboard buffer, then it would be really easy to get to. So scroll down and you skip all that stuff. You create wiki. And scroll down more. Or did that click?
It's like being weird.
Yeah, oh, it's waiting. Okay, it's waiting. There you go. And scroll down. Ignore this stuff. This is like what messes people up. Ignore that stuff. Paste in the site ID. Just click and paste.
Yeah, the first time I did it, I didn't know to not do the click the link up
right.
there.
And it's I don't know, he can't change it. You got to type your password the second time and then load. And you do this lots of times because these things are free. And it takes a little bit, and then click there, and what you've got is a hosted version of TiddlyWiki. And the reason we have to do all this, for some reason, the people who made TiddlySpot, they've been doing it for years and years, and it's wonderful that they do it. They just host it. It's free, and it works. And it's worked for like many years, but that's all they do. They don't really maintain it. And so they're in the previous version of TiddlyWiki. So it takes you to what they call now TiddlyWiki Classic. And it's just not what I teach in. So this is the only way to do TiddlyWiki 5 on TiddlySpot. So anyway, and here you see where the site name is there? And you see where the site, so if you change that, and let's call it, what's it called? My first wiki 2, right? Yeah, and then in the subtitle, I think I just thought of something. Why don't you just paste? Just paste what's in your buffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's basically, that's like the TiddlySpot name. And if you type .tiddlyspot.com, well, then you could make it into a link. But you can just leave it right there. So if you forget what the thing is, just click in there and paste again.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you sign it with your name. And it can be short, whatever you want. And then you have to type your password again and save settings. Okay. And so, yeah, and, fine, right? Why not? So the way that he's got this built, and I want to talk to him, and I can probably change it, but I just haven't quite been able to do it yet, is it comes in a really odd way. So we're going to set some control panel settings first so that it's more usable. So you click that wheel, which is the control panel, and the plugins start, and you click that thing and disable it. So you click that, and you'll click in the side editor, yeah, and click disable. And what you're doing, by the way, is see those arrows way up, the double chevrons in the upper right-hand corner? Yeah, we're just disabling that thing. I don't quite get it, and it's just confusing. So click on the X. It closes the tiddler. It leaves you in the control panel. You click on the Info tab, which is the first tab on the left, and you set the default tiddler to something. And just you can put hello there. You can put, whatever you want there. And so if you put a space in it, you have to enclose it in double square brackets. So let's just write a word here in camel case that you like. And I would suggest you always do the same thing. So, hello there is pretty good. There you go. And now you scroll up a little bit and save the tiddler in the control panel. Yeah, you close it. I'm sorry. You close the control panel, which is a little weird. And what happens is, your wiki isn't saved at this point. But if you click that red checkbox, it saves it manually. And now it's starting to save it. Now did you see that flash? Now it's saved it, right?
Yeah.
And now you can refresh in your browser. And in the video, we did it a slightly different way, but this is and it's going to come up and like it says hello there, but there's nothing there because you didn't create it yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's create it, and you can click on the pencil to edit it. And what I suggest you say, just write a little sentence here. It's like, this wiki is a demo. Just write a sentence about what it is, and you can change it later. And then save it. And there you go. And so now grab that URL and copy that and go back to DesignWrite, to the class. And so let's just start over. And so just refresh, click home. You do that a lot. And notice how, though, the workshops is still open.
Yeah.
So what you did is you refreshed everything, but you're still working on your cached version in your browser. If you want to do a pull from the server, you have to refresh in the server level, which is different than clicking home. So if you refresh at the server level, then you're going back to the server and you're getting a copy the way it always starts off, the way I left it, instead of the way you left it. And there's different reasons for doing that, so you just get used to that. So now let's look at exercise 101. Yeah, and I think I'm going to put some sub-navigation in because this is kind of intense. And I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen this with the list of submissions? So you haven't submitted your 101 yet, or you just did recently and I haven't pulled it in?
Yeah, I submitted it a little while before this call.
Okay, so well, let's do it again. So click on exercise 101 directions. I think that's where I buried the link. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and you can view the form in another tab. Whatever's easiest for you, whatever your preference is. I like things in different tabs, so rather than embedded forms. But so you did this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do it again, though, because why not? Because you just built something. And you can do this as many times as you want for things. And I'll probably add I'll change that so it's not so fixed to an exercise. Watching people do it. So you can paste it. And then I added a comments field. And so what I'd like you to do is write something there, like whatever you're doing, whatever, if you want, you don't have to, but if you said, hey, I tried to do something different here, could you check it out? So, yeah. What do you mean by page?
Isn't it a page?
Well, that's interesting. What do you mean by page?
Like a web page.
Yeah, it's well, so that's like that's an interesting, like, we're going to talk about where that word page comes from, but you perceive it as a web page, even though it changes and moves and you write in it? Not a site?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, so
Is that a wiki?
Yeah, that's called a wiki. Yeah, okay. And then you submit that, and so eventually I'll pull that in. So thanks for doing that. Because now what we did is we have, can you edit your response? What happens? I've never tried to do that. Okay, do you ever use Google Forms?
No.
Okay. So there you go. Okay. So thank you very much for doing that. I see a couple other people have joined since then. So what we're doing is we kind of run through some demos, but we'd like to go around the horn and see if people have any questions. And so go ahead and introduce yourself. So I don't know let me look at this gallery view. So yeah, Biagio, is your mic working? Are you out there? It's got issues. Okay. Orinthia, do you have audio? Mine too. Okay, well then we'll do it by text. So if you guys have questions, you can text or whoever you are. Can you share screen? That would probably be better. If you've got questions, you can type on the screen. So go ahead and share your screen, Orinthia. Oh, there's my tractor. It's the big green button on the bottom. It says share screen. Your screen sharing died. Do you want to? It worked for a second. But then it died. I think you closed the screen share. Could you type something in the message so I can tell that you're hearing me? Okay. Let me know if you come back. Biagio, did you have a question or did you want to say who you are or anything? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do some stuff. I'll share my screen, and if anybody's got something to talk about, let me know. So I'm just going to do some importing, and basically what I'll do here is show you how different stuff works, and talk a little bit about some of the stuff that I built today, kind of take a tour. So let me reset. I see a tech message. I ended it intentionally. Correct. I can reopen it, but I'm not really sure what to do.
Can anybody hear me?
There we go. I can hear you now.
Let me get the video going too.
Okay, cool. Who is this?
This is Biagio. Hello.
Oh, hey, there you are. Oh, you got it working.
Yeah, I had it set for a recording application, and I had to just re-enable it.
Oh God, that sucks.
Yeah. I forgot I had done it. Yeah.
Where are you zooming from?
I am zooming from. I'm kind of close to Utica. I'm just a little ways outside of it.
Oh, cool.
Enjoying the cold weather.
Yeah, right.
I had an issue with my wiki.
Yeah, so go ahead and share screen.
Okay. Let me open up Chrome. And then I do share screen, desktop, share. Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone sees Google. Okay.
So I don't think we've met before, right? But you're in the IDT program?
Yeah, this is my second semester. I haven't taken a course of yours yet.
Okay. Then I'm good. Then I haven't yeah.
All right, so let me just do this real quick and show you what's been going wrong with it.
Okay.
So I go to create. Do you want it to save? Yeah. Okay. MO2. Load. It says starting to save wiki, and this is usually.
That's good. So it saved it on Tiddly's spot, and you're there. Okay. So you.
I've tried that 4 times.
I know. Good.
Okay, well, we're
That's
good now.
magic. What can I tell you?
Just
It's an energy thing,
there's a ghost in the machine, and
and it goes through the machine.
now it likes me. Okay, great. I got a wiki.
Yeah, and they're free.
Yeah.
And so you just like make lots of them. And I gave you a suggested naming structure, but it was just to make sure that it was going to be unique so you didn't get frustrated. But you can name it whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll go and follow that again.
Yeah, you can't change the name.
No, I'll make a new one. Just so I can-
exactly. But like once you've got it, it's like if you want to get to like a naming structure, then it's easier sort of if they have like whatever course name, exercise, or something. But if you blow it, then you lose the name and you have to do it again. But who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you get the safe settings part? Did you see what we're doing there?
Yeah, where you disable like the sidebar and everything.
Yeah, you can keep the sidebar if you want. It's the I don't know what I don't get it. I think it's confusing, but I haven't really tried it, and so I'm trying to clean stuff out. And the guy who built this, I know I've got most of it re-engineered so that I can just have my own version of this tool without.
Right.
So I'll save you like 4 steps, but I haven't. It's not quite working, and as you can see, it's kind of touchy, so I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And then you do the and you don't have to do the info. The info is good. The default tiddler, because if you click on info, and he's got default tiddlers to. Oh, that's interesting. That's a kind of obscure tiddler that you're never going to use. So if you change that to hello there, or
right
something.
here. Oh, yeah. The title.
The title's fine. The default tiddlers. Are you ever using?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like it's like you do all sorts of you do stuff like this all the time. Now if you put spaces in it, which is fine, that's fine. I'll leave it in there. Oh come on, we're teaching here, so put the spaces in, and to make it a tiddler name, you enclose it in double square brackets. Yeah, those are braces. Those are brackets.
There we go.
Yep. And now save it. And so that's, by the way, you do that all the time. That makes it a link or a tiddler name. It links to that tiddler.
Okay.
That's like the lesson for the next workshop tomorrow morning. So you're ahead. So yeah, and you can just save the control panel now. And you saved it already. And you can refresh it. You don't have to do safe settings really. You can refresh it by in the browser. And what's happening is it's saying, "Hey, I don't exist."
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool, right? Because you're not used to a world in which there are links to pages that don't exist, and now you bring it into creation. So before you bring it into creation, though, just click that X. So not the check, the X. So discard the changes, and so and now under more, there's missing.
Yep.
And now maybe it's an orphan. It should be listed there. I'm not sure what it should be listed as missing, but maybe there's no links to it. So, and it's not exactly an orphan. Okay, well, I'll teach that next time. Bummer. Anyway, so you can just hit home under tools. And if you want to bring the home button out, click the box to the left, and now it's in your toolbar. If you want to close all button on your tiddlers, because that's how on your wiki, then bring out the close all. I don't know what fold is. I don't do much folding. And new journal's a good thing to use too, but so that's you can do whatever. You can put whatever ones you want there, and you'll just begin to say, oh, I do this all the time. I'll just bring it out,
Gotcha.
Yeah. So then so now that's your custom. Now you can save it.
Oh, the
red
window
chat.
gets in the way.
What's
The
Oh yeah,
yeah. So, just
So
gotta
anyway, now you can refresh, and okay. So you know it worked. Cool.
Yep.
And
Okay.
so now you can edit that tiddler and bring it into existence. So
All right, let's
yeah.
finish the assignment. Hello world. Done.
Yeah, actually, if you open it up, if you edit the tiddler, and let's write a little story here. Like my name is. Okay, now if you want to make Biagio a link, you close it in double square brackets. And yeah, and then like what's your passion? What do you do? What do you do? Like, or whatever, I'm a student. I'm a art. There you go. Art, music, drawing, student. There you go. And write a couple words in camel case about your pets or your cars or your, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's see what that looks like. Click the last button in the toolbar. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
So I get it in a preview.
Yeah, and now click. That should be a link. You shouldn't have to put it in. Yeah, that bolds it. But click on it on the right. You should be able to click on that. Why can't you?
Does it need 3 words? Let's try 3 words.
No. It's no, it's that's
Nope.
okay. That's weird that's not working.
Can do.
Click on control panel. Yeah, you can close it in in brackets and it will make it a link. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to. Huh. Hey James, what do you think that is?
Could be under the control panel because you have an option.
Yeah.
You don't have to make them so they're links.
Okay. Yeah. So let's look. If you get a chance, look at that and see if he's bringing it in because it's Nat. Click on the Biagio. Click on the control panel link. It's that wheel, and do settings. Camel case links. Oh, there it is. Click enable camel case linking.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll have to add that. So mine, I don't know that when you get them from tiddlywiki.com, they default that way. So
yeah.
So Sony PlayStation and Mitsubishi Galant, and that's still not.
You have to save it first and refresh it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
That's a.
Okay.
It should. You shouldn't need to, but. Okay, well, I'll have to work on that. No, you definitely shouldn't have to refresh.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Great.
Yeah. So what your next assignment is going to be is building that. You click that and click on Sony PlayStation. So go ahead and click on it.
Sorry. I was taking notes.
And edit the tiddler.
Yeah.
And what is it? It's a device. So give it a tag name device. No, that's in the text box.
Oh, tag. My bad.
Tag in the tag. There it is. Yeah, device.
Device.
Add it and what else? Let's give it a tag. Let's give it a brand tag. Sony. Okay, and add it. Yeah. So and then you can put a picture of it there, right, in the text box, or you can write something when you got it. Whatever. You don't need to do that at all. So then save it. And then if you go to device now, click on device and scroll down and you have the device tiddler. You can edit the device tiddler. I'm sorry, not edit. Close it. Yeah. And do the more info on the device tiddler. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. And there's a pull down that says more info. You don't even need to create it. Yep. No, not that one. There's a pull down just to the left of the edit.
This thing.
Yeah.
More action. Okay.
And do a new here. That's the second one. And so do you have another device?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got?
Sony Vita.
Oh, cool. Give it a brand tag too. Same brand. Okay. And and it was there. You could have used the pull down and save it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like now if you click on device, there you're going to be able to navigate to it. Okay. And
Okay.
so let's edit device.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's change the name of it to devices. Oh.
What?
All right. Yeah, he's not using the latest version of it should automatically have changed the names of your tags to devices. It didn't. It didn't, because it would have warned you. So anyway, go back. So on your recent tag, go to devices and edit it and change it back to device. What happened is we broke all the tagging, but we'll fix that. So save it again. Yeah, there's the update. There it is.
Was I just too fast or something?
Yeah. So let's double save it. So save it and
That's so weird.
skip that.
Okay.
Save it, but go ahead. No, save it as device.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't click the update button. Just
Okay.
the save button. And now edit it again and make it devices.
See if it shows up again.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, temperamental's a good word.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So back on my first wiki, edit that tiddler. So that's it. Yeah. Down there, write a sentence that said, I have some devices. Yeah. And you can close it in double square brackets. And there you go. And save it. And
Wow.
yeah. So, but we don't know which devices you have, because on devices now, how would we make that tell a story about the devices you have?
Nothing here. I guess I could edit.
More info. Yeah, no, you can do more. Yeah, say you could edit it, but let's close it. And under more info, the info there, right there. And this is what we know about the tiddler. So what was references? So that means there's a link to my first wiki. It's linked from my first wiki, I think. Okay. Tagging, it should say tags. Huh. No tiddlers are tagged with devices, and that's not true. I'll have to work. That surprises me. Okay. But I'm going to show you. So if you edit devices,
Okay.
and this is the last thing we're going to teach in this. It's called a macro. It's the simplest macro there is in TiddlyWiki. Let me just check to make sure I know how to do it, because I don't use it that often. List links. Jesus, I don't remember how to do it. Let's teach us. Go in a new tab. Go to tiddlywiki.com. And this is like the textbook. And I'm going to start building links to it. Search for list links, list-links. Probably a couple letters, list. There it is, list links macro. And so this is the documentation for everything. And there's examples for stuff. And usually what I do is I don't read anything. Like here, I just click right to examples. And I see if any of that code looks like it might do what I want it to do. So the second one, I don't know what prefixes are yet, but the second one, I know what a tag is. So copy that code. Yep. And now go back to your, and paste it.
Right where? Here?
There, in the text field, yep.
Okay.
And you don't want to tag core macros. What do you want to tag? You want devices.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not showing up. Save it. This is weird. It's device. Yeah, so Okay, it's edit the tiddler. The things are still tagged device. So
Okay.
yeah, so edit it and change tag to device instead of devices. The stuff should.
Should I
There.
change-
There.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, just say yes. Somehow we confused it, but I think we should be good now. Yeah.
Cool.
So actually, that's the next exercise for Thursday. So, and the other thing you'll do is you'll write something in your hello there, like, oh, this is what I learned to do. I learned how to use the list links macro, and you can see it in this tiddler, and you tell a story about what you built.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you think so far of TiddlyWiki World?
It's pretty handy. I can see how you could build a database. Like I play a lot of games, so if it was like you're in Zelda's Dungeon 1, it's got this, item list, and you could have it linked to a bunch of other things like this, I don't know, you could organize things really well.
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassingly, I can't think of like real world applications beyond gaming, but
No. Are you a gamer?
What's that?
Are you a gamer?
Yes.
Do you write games?
I'm starting to, yeah.
Yeah. So do you write stories?
Yeah, loose ones. I mean, the games I'm interested in don't have a huge story, but anything like that.
Do you play games with stories?
Yeah. Yeah.
So one idea would be to build a TiddlyWiki that tells the story of a game you play.
I see.
You know what I mean? So that it's sort of like a reverse engineering thing. It's like, okay, so so you could do that, or you could build a story from scratch. What you did there is you started to tell a story.
Right.
Right? So you link to devices, edit that, and it will link to device. It will work, right? And then you say, oh, and then there's a link to this, and then it's a web that you weave.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you could build stories. You could build narrative structures with characters and stuff like that. Yeah. What do you do during the day? Do you play games for a living too, or?
No, I do some tutoring. I have 3 other classes.
Okay.
And
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah. So what other classes do you have?
I enrolled in a final thesis class with Dr. Khan.
Okay, you're doing a thesis.
Yes, if they let me. I'm also in 534 for information design, and I signed up, I think, for one more, but it doesn't look like I wrote it down yet. It must be, yeah, it's on my other computer.
Oh, 4 classes is a lot.
Yeah, I want to.
Why are you doing the thesis that doesn't sound logical, but.
No, I don't know. I was just available to sign up for it, so I did while it was open enrollment. And
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you at the end of your program?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. Then you're not ready to write a thesis this semester.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you shouldn't be in that class.
Okay. I had a feeling, but again, with the open enrollment.
Okay. Yeah. I saw Russ this afternoon. He said there's like 12 students in that class. That's like, I didn't think we had that many thesis students, but maybe a couple of them did that. So yeah, you should not be in that class. So.
Okay. Well, that's easy.
Okay. Yeah. But one of the things you could do is you could use TiddlyWiki as a note-taking exercise, annotating your sources and keeping notes for your other classes. And then that wiki becomes your work for this class.
Okay.
Right? Because the more you use it, the better you get at it and the more you understand it. So the concept of the class is that you learn what hypertext is, you learn what texts are and what interactive texts are and how to write and design them by doing it. And so if you can shift some of your other work that you might do in other platforms like Google Docs, email, all sorts, whatever other Word, if you just stop using those and use TiddlyWiki, especially for like your schoolwork, then it becomes work for this class.
Gotcha.
And that's like and you'd be surprised at how fast it goes when you use it, like anything, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, go for it. As opposed to just doing not busy work, but doing work that you wouldn't otherwise do, you know?
Right.
Then it's like double the work, but so you might as well do work that you would otherwise be doing.
I see. Yeah.
So all these exercises I'll give you, they're short, but you can keep expanding it. You can try things and you can start building stuff. And whenever you want, you can share it through the class. And if the exercises, if they don't help you, then don't do them, you know, but as long as you're progressing. So anyway, so that's the, but anyway, that's the next exercise. So do you write web pages?
Yeah, I did a lot with HTML.
Oh, really?
I do a couple WordPress pages for people, and just, you know, a lot of my family.
So open a new Tiddler and write some HTML.
Not
a new wiki, a new Tiddler.
What's that? I think I did this wrong.
In your CV demo 2 Tiddler.
Oh.
Yeah, just do a new Tiddler.
Okay.
On the plus sign, yeah. And you don't even have to title it, just be called new Tiddler, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, HTML probably exists, but maybe not. Yeah, and you can just write.
I'm waiting for this tag list to go away.
That's weird. Just click off in the white. Yeah.
There we go.
H1. You don't need that.
Okay.
No. H1, UL, LI.
Yeah, I mean, like on our list.
Yeah.
Does it all work?
Yeah. So don't close it yet.
Oh.
I mean, you can close it. Hit return. You know, I don't know. I write code. Yeah, and then do the LI.
Sure.
Up inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I usually don't do,
hi.
It is right. Yeah, LI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi or whatever, you know. Hello.
Yeah, I get a little bullet point there.
With the /li. So it's like it comes back. It's like, oh, I remember HTML.
Yeah.
And,
I usually have the HTML shell to host JavaScript code,
yep.
and then we use the
and do you use CSS?
to draw. What's that?
You do CSS?
A little bit.
Yeah. So if you go back to my page, the Design Right Studio.
Okay.
I'll show you some. DESIGN. Yeah.
Is it .com?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you do GitHub?
Yes.
Okay, so it's actually there's a GitHub repo. If you want, you could do it that way if you wanted to.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool because then you'll see what it looks like running. It's like it's kind of a it can be a very serious web server, which is weird. Like really, it really is. What do I have that's kind of, so do the, let's look at the last video that we're doing, I think. I haven't pulled them out yet. So under workshops, the first workshop I think has a video link to it. Yeah, and you can edit this Tiddler. And
oh, okay. So that's how you embedded it.
Yeah, so it does. So that's when it's in single angle brackets. That's TiddlyWiki code.
Yeah.
Not always, but it's like you just mix and match TiddlyWiki, and so I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was an embedded one. See the second one there? It's got in the transcluded Tiddler on the last line on the left. Well, now it's with the inside of curly braces in the text box.
Where are we?
The last line, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Take that, but not the curly braces. What that's doing is, so select that and copy it.
All of it?
Yeah, and copy it, and then expose the view window. I always write with the view window. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
And so what it's doing is it's showing you the contents of that Tiddler, which I did. I don't remember why. So if you paste the name of that Tiddler in the search box, which you now have in your buffer.
Here it is.
Yeah. And then there's a link to it right there instantly.
Okay.
So you can navigate to that and edit that Tiddler because I think that has real code in it. So go ahead and click on that.
Which one am I going to?
First one. Yep.
Okay.
And edit this. and it looks so you can see the one exclamation point is H1, two exclamation points is H2.
Okay, I had to move the videos. Now I can see it,
Yeah.
everything.
One exclamation point for saving and serving,
Yes.
and two exclamation points. That's the same as an H1 or an H2. There's a pound sign.
Yeah.
That's a OLLI, ordered list with a number.
Oh, okay.
2 pound signs is indented. And if you poke around, you'll see there's every once in a while. Oh, there's some the breaks BRs, that's HTML. Under every line ends with a break. Yeah, down one line.
Where are we? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so that's HTML, which you use that a lot when you want things to have a break. And like what I'm doing it there is I'm aligning it. All my images are broken. But anyway, you'll see more. You'll see some HTML. And there's also CSS. If you close this tiddler and search for CSS.
Okay, bring this back.
Search for style custom. I think it's called. Now I guess I've hidden it. Custom style sheet, and that's CSS. If you might recognize that.
Yes.
And so anytime you invoke the class like yellow highlight, so
Okay.
copy that first class name.
Yellow highlight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so anytime you invoke that, so if you go back to go to hello there, now you're into lesson like 5, I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah, just close this and go to something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just write class equals yellow highlight.
Task equals.
Class. Do you write CSS? Class.
Sorry, it's hard to hear you. Okay,
Yeah.
class equals.
Yeah, lowercase c, I think, and put it in quotes.
I'm sorry, I haven't written it in a little bit.
Yeah. So and take the quotes out of the class. Yeah. Backspace.
Yeah.
And then you put it in a div. So a single angle bracket div.
This?
Yeah, single angle bracket.
Single angle bracket.
Yeah, the greater, that's a backslash. The angle bracket.
Greater than, oh.
Yeah. And close it. You lost your quotes around yellow highlight. But someday it's going to work. And so now your text is, God, you have to close the div, I guess. After demo. Yeah.
Right.
But so if you do this stuff and it's not working, I don't know why your stuff doesn't work. Save it and maybe it'll work after you save it.
Let's see if I did it wrong. It's background color yellow.
Yeah, that's the.
Isn't CSS formatted like this?
Oh, maybe that's for a tiddler instead of a. There it is. Yeah. So it's, yeah. So anyway, but you get the. Yeah. So I must be sending you to the wrong. Yeah. We'll play with it. I should be prepared to teach this stuff. So anyway, so I think you've had like a broader demo than I would have planned. So thanks.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have like more work? Like, are we gonna have more practice with HTML? Because I'm not like I've only written it probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So.
Oh, you don't need to. No, you don't need to do that. But I just wanted to show. I'm not gonna. Basically, the concept is that you can go in whatever direction makes the most sense for you. So if you're into and want to do stuff like that, and if you've never seen a piece of HTML code in your life, you never have to touch it. But if you're into writing HTML and CSS, it's a vehicle to use it. If you're into writing JavaScript, we can do that. And if you're into writing English, you really don't need to do anything other than some square brackets and a couple angle brackets and a little bit of code, but it's really kind of, you can take it where you want to go, especially the 575 students. The 375 students, we kind of run through stuff every day. But the graduate students, it just depends on where you want to go. Was that who was asking that? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, other questions?
Sorry, that was Malika.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so. Yeah. And
I forgot I muted it.
oh, okay. Yeah. So is there other stuff that you want to explore, or you want to I basically run these for folks to kind of ask questions and play and make sure that they're able to do what we're doing. So it was kind of cool to do that thing with Biagio, because that's like, oh, I got to write that exercise tonight, but I got to make sure that everybody's there,
Yeah.
Because you can see how you could get swamped. So have you found the Google group, Biagio?
I think so. I think I posted a question.
Like, wow, there's a lot of email in my box. I know. And so, just to say something about that, just if you've ever used a group, you just want to be sensitive to threading, right? So don't start a new topic unless you got a new topic. If you got a question, like a whole new question, that's fine. But if you're responding to something, just respond so just to keep the threads down, because if you'll see as it builds, you can go to it quickly and say, oh, there's a new one in this thread, a new one in this thread. That thread I'm not paying attention to. I don't get what they're talking about. I don't care. But that's my, and so, but if you ask a question, like, how do you do this? Yeah. And then the tiddlywiki.com site is really the manual. So as I start introducing more commands, I'll start building links directly to that.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Great.
All right.
For the email, should we just primarily stay like on the group page? Because I get them both in my email and the group page, and it was kind of like confusing as to where.
Totally up to you. If you want to read it in the group page, and that's how I read the group. I don't read it in email. I use email as a notification tool, and sometimes I'll reply. But I don't know, I do both. But you can set it so that you don't get the emails. You can set it so that you get the digest emails. Do you want to run through how to do that? Malika,
what's the digest emails?
yeah, if you go ahead and share your screen and we can look at it. Because I imagine other people might watch this video, and James and I are going to start tagging it. So that's what we were talking about. We need to figure out a way to get a timestamp on this video so that I can, so I know where to send you. Do I have the link? Don't have a good link to the Google group yet. It's in the exercise 1 directions, I think. That's the only place there's a link to that. Yeah. Those are the responses. By the way, if you want to see if yours has been received, you look in responses to make sure yours is there. I have to manually pull them into the wiki, so I only process that every once in a while, right? But I might start serving it a little differently. So.
Am I still sharing, or does
Well,
it
you were a second ago, but Max booted you off. How you doing, Max? Long time no see. I saw your name on my roster. It's like, I know Max. Yeah, so that's your email, right? Yeah, so where's the group? Yeah. So I think in the upper right, maybe? In the groups, not in the Google, but in the groups, yeah.
settings?
Yeah, do the pull down on that. Yeah, so you can do membership and group, or membership and email settings. No, that's not it. It's the third one. My topic email subscriptions. There you go. Nope, that's not it. Maybe it's in the next one over. Nope, that's for the generic glow. Geez. Anybody know how to change the settings in a group? Notification settings, no. I had sent a link that had a help page. It took me a while to find it last night, but I did, and I found it by looking. I sent a link to a help page that told you how to do it, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click on design. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can figure it out on mine.
It's on this thing, that page, the Stony Brook.
Yeah, exactly. The Stony Brook page. Geez, this is so annoying. You have to be in the right. I have the manager's level, not the user's level, so I can never tell if I'm. Well, I don't know. When you figure it out, make a wiki about it and teach the rest of us how to do it.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Max. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Professor. How are you?
Good. So, did you have questions? I saw that you just joined us. Did you have questions or hanging out or?
No, I was just seeing what was going on. I was able to figure out the first assignment with the Hello World.
No, show it to us.
I mean, it was just. Are you viewing my screen right now, or?
We have to share your screen.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay. I guess I'll go to. There we go. All right. Okay. Trying to. There we go. Now I can pull back.
Yeah,
So,
I know it's annoying, right?
yeah. Let me just go into my email. So I was able to figure it out after a little bit. I read the directions. I haven't got a chance to check out that video you posted last night.
Oh, you did put out the video. There you go.
No, I haven't been able to yet, but I was going to probably tonight.
Yeah, but if just go to a new tab and start typing. You know what it is? It's SUNY Poly hyphen something, right?
Yeah. SUNY Poly hyphen. I think I could just pull it up on my email. Actually, it's in. I believe it's this one. Nope. That's a wrong one.
Yeah, you're gonna have bunches of these, and so if you begin to name them in a standard way, then you can kind of manually type it in your browser, and they'll just show up in your recent list. And then then it's just much faster than searching through your emails for.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let me type in.
Otherwise, the class sucks if you get stuck.
Poly hyphen. Yep. There it is. I just needed the hyphen. That's all.
Yep.
I was able to do my first wiki, Hello World.
Yep.
Cool.
So what are you doing these days?
My usual thing, graphic design and
Graphic design.
work for everybody.
Do you do web design?
Sometimes a little bit. I haven't done it in a while though. I should probably get back into it.
Yeah. Do you have a new graphic sitting on your computer that you made in the past?
Any new graphics I've made?
Yeah.
I have a bunch.
Yeah, show me one.
Sure. Hold on, that's one folder. I guess I'll do the main one that I work for.
Actually, click on tools.
Click on tool. Where in Zoom or in
in your wiki.
Oh, in my wiki. Okay.
Yeah, in the toolbar. Tools. Import. Okay. Navigate to something that you made.
Okay. I could click on what?
PNG would be good.
Yeah, I guess I'll do this one because I really did like this one from a couple days ago that I made. I finished it up about a week ago.
Yep.
For something coming up next week. So I just click import.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Then I could just click on it and
Whoa.
Yeah, I like that.
Cool. So edit it.
You want me to edit it?
Yeah. So it's kind of sitting right there, but you can tag it now. So you can edit it if you really want to. I think that's pretty weird.
Oh, that's weird. I can edit it.
But but it's not going to. It's in here. It's not going to edit your.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to edit the base file itself.
Exactly. So anyway, so that's cool. You can rename it, or copy the tiddler name.
Copy the where's the tiddler name?
The title. You're right where you're in it. So triple click it. Just copy that and close the tiddler. The whole thing. Yeah, close the tiddler with the X.
Oh, just close the whole app
Wiki,
itself.
not the wiki.
Oh,
the tiddler with the X. Yeah. So we don't want to save changes to our tiddler. And then create a new tiddler with the plus sign. Yep.
Wait, which one?
The plus sign.
Right there we go.
And down in the text box where it says type the text for this tiddler. Do a single square bracket.
Single square bracket. Okay.
Yep.
Oh no, that's curly.
That's a brace. Yep. IMG.
ING.
IMG for image.
Yeah. Okay.
Space. Width equals.
Width equal just width.
Yeah, width. WIDTH equals WIDTH width.
Oh.
Yeah, equals quotes. I don't know, 10%.
Quotes. What do you want me to put in the quotes again?
Whatever you want. How big do you want it? 20%? 10%?
I'll do 20%.
Sure.
Where's my percent key? I can't find my. Oh, there it is, though. Okay.
Yeah, and close it. Close the quote, and then another square bracket. So a second open bracket, and now paste your tiddler name and close it with 2 square brackets. And then expose it with the last. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You can say, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I do like that.
So you can bring all your graphics in and you can tag them and then you can, list all the ones or view all the ones that are tagged, whatever, red.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's cool. So that will be something that I think that's called, that's exercise 3.02 or something, but you can do it whenever you want. It's after shapes, it's called objects.
Okay.
So yeah, you can use your own graphic, but that's you can do, and did you know image, if you search in another tab, out in the browser for HTML5 IMG.
Wait, you want me to search that HTML?
HTML5, then space IMG, and let's look. Then you'll find some web, whatever. Go to W3 Schools, or you'll find one that you like, and there you go. So you can copy that kind of code in.
Oh, okay.
That's how you set height and width, and you modify it. Yeah. So that gives you an idea, but instead of, so the height and the width is going to work, right? Exactly like that. But the image SRC that's not exactly going to work. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So grab the height and the width and put that inside the code you just built in your new tiddler.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want me to leave that there? Or?
Yeah, just the height and the width with the quotes.
Oh, okay.
So
take out the SRC, or?
Yeah, just copy the height and the width with the quotes, and we're going to paste it in your other tiddler. So copy.
Oh, okay. So copy that. Go into this one.
Exactly. And get rid of the width equals 20%.
And put the height.
Yeah.
Put the height and width.
Yeah. You got an extra quote in there, and that might work. I don't know. I never tried that before. Yeah, it should work. Yeah, it did.
Oh, there you go.
So that's what I mean. You kind of mix and match HTML and wiki code.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting concept, though.
Yeah. So, and then you can, and eventually you'll see that we can set that height and that width based on the context. And
okay.
It's also fully responsive. So it's all HTML5, and you should play with these things on your phone.
Okay.
Or your tablet.
Okay, yeah, I will. I
wouldn't write on my tablet, but I would definitely play. So yeah. If you're interested in doing graphics, or we can make an image wheel of all your graphics and stuff.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, you can do a portfolio.
Yeah, that would definitely help
So what other classes do you have this semester?
I'm taking this year class, the 575. I'm taking COM 302, the presentational speaking. I'm taking COM 417 with the visual identity and branding.
Yep.
I'm also taking COM 290, which is the special topics class in 360 video.
Okay. So in 302, Gretchen?
Yes.
Gretchen, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a she's talk to her, tell her that you're taking this class. She's worked in Tiddlywiki for years and years.
Okay.
And so she's familiar with it, and so there might be, ways that you can, I don't know what you do. Do you record stuff and send it to her or something like that?
I think we have to do some recording, but right now the first thing is just a Google slide presentation. So
yeah, so you could do slides here. If you go to DesignWrite Studio.
Is that in this?
Yeah,
week,
it's your tab right.
Oh, yeah, your tab.
And look under presentations for tomorrow, the first one.
Oh wait, yeah, that's Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, and click on View a Slideshow. So this is all in the same wiki. There's a next previous on the left there. These colors are pretty awful, by the way. Just you can scroll, or you can hit next in the upper left. Upper left.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, or is that just? Oh, that's cool. I do like that.
Scroll down. I'm surprised you're not seeing. Scroll down a little bit on the slide. It's not showing for you. There's an end slide. There it is. It's low. Okay, so you have to get to the end slideshow button.
Okay.
And that takes you.
That takes me back, and that takes me right back to the front
Where
page.
you were. Yeah.
That's cool. I might actually. The final projects, he said it's like a choose your own format, so maybe I'll experiment with using this as my format.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
that'll be an interesting thing to take a peek into.
Yep. So that's all there. So okay. Well, I'm glad you came by.
Yeah, I'm glad I came by too.
And so we'll be doing these on Monday nights.
Monday nights?
Monday nights, not Wednesdays.
Okay.
I just did it today in case anybody wanted to kind of grab a quick tutorial to make if things weren't working. But
okay, no problem. I'm happy I stopped by.
And everybody, by the way, I don't know where you all live, but you're always welcome to come to class on Tuesday and Thursday mornings from 10 to 12.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I might do that, especially since I
that'd be
might not
fun.
campus
And you're
sometimes
also-
if it's like something big coming up.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
they're open workshops, and you'll see that they will. It's a studio, and that's just a live studio. And so anybody else who's interested can also join in on Zoom. And there's usually going to be a presentation from 10 to 10:35, which I'll record. But if you want to
Okay.
listen to it live and ask questions, probably take a 10-minute break, and then from 10:45 to 11:50, we'll run an hour, 5-minute studio.
Okay.
Live, you can join in live on Zoom or in the class. So
Okay. Yeah.
I know it's during the day, and then it gets recorded, and James out there posts it, and then it gets posted to the website as soon as we can.
Okay. All right.
Great.
All right. Well, thank you, Professor.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
All right. You too.
Right.
Again.
Bye.
Good night, Al.